Hey there, it's Peacekeeperalex. We're going to do another Peacekeeperalex gaming stream. It's going to be Peacekeeperalex gaming stream number 29. It's September 25th, 2019. Marines guys indicated. So let's get started here. I am a psychic medium. I do advocations and other things sometimes throughout my gameplay, because there sometimes is things taking place spiritually behind the scenes, so I don't mean to be upsetting sometimes when I'm doing certain avocationals, things of that nature. I've also noticed that there is sometimes interaction in regards to the spiritual pertaining to some of the gameplay that we do in the physical on this physical planet Earth. So yeah. And others for devout Marine Spirit Guides are advocating for what Marine Spirit Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to this market advocation, etc. Devout Marine Spirit Guides pertaining to September 25th, 2019, the way Marine Spirit Guides needed. Let's play some Dynasty mode. I want to play some Dynasty mode, I think. That's what I want to play here. I think I'm actually going to go all-rounders. No, I don't think so. I think I want to do melee support. To Guan Yu. We'll also go Sun Tzu and also Su Chu. Yeah, here we go. So this is going to be trying out the Dynasty mode on Total War 3 Kingdoms. Sort of that one where you kind of play with the 3 generals and kind of try and see how many you can take on waves of enemies. We're just going to do the 100% waves for now. It does have certain kinds of mods on currently, so there's not going to be a leaderboard update upon beating this. I and others for Marine Spirit Guides are advocating for what Marine Spirit Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to this market education, etc. Marine Spirit Guides pertaining to China and others for Marine Spirit Guides, the way Marine Spirit Guides negated. I and others for Marine Spirit Guides are advocating for what Marine Spirit Guides indicated for us to advocate pertaining to the best possible advocations and actions that we could have done in regards to this market education, etc. Marine Spirit Guides calculated by the setting that Marine Spirit Guides needed and cross-referenced with what Marine Spirit Guides needed pertaining to those that Marine Spirit Guides needed, the way Marine Spirit Guides needed. Light, dark, and those that Marine Spirit Guides needed in regards to this market education, etc. Marine Spirit Guides do what Marine Spirit Guides needed for you to do in regards to this market education, etc. Marine Spirit Guides pertaining to September 25th, 2019, and others Marine Spirit Guides needed. So here we are, we're going to be facing hordes of enemies. We'll see if I'm able to. And they just thought they'd just charge up this hill, and they're like, ah! But then we go through them, and they just, in this gameplay mode, the generals are just quite powerful. They just kind of walk right through them. They have like a certain kind of buff on in this gameplay, where the units just go down so quickly, and they end up flying off of like one hit. It's really reminiscent of Dynasty Warriors. I mean, when this game came, like, I was sort of thinking it'd be like really cool if they had a Total War Dynasty Warriors kind of, and they did, and they still did it with the realistic kind of vibe. That's what I really dig about it. But I'm really glad they kind of released another kind of mode. I really wish you had the option to be able to have the same sort of buff that you have on this game mode, where you're able to fight with like 3 generals against waves of enemies. That sort of one, being able to apply to like campaign maps and things like that, having that prowess from the general to just be able to just sweep through enemy units, I think a lot of people really dig, and the ability to be able to do that, maybe put like a third mode, just like OP mode, general OP mode, would be really cool. I think it's probably a better name for it. I know those Marine Spirit Guides are advocating for what Marine Spirit Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to this market advocation, etc. To Marine Spirit Guides pertaining to the families that Marine Spirit Guides needed, and others from Marine Spirit Guides Marine Spirit Guides needed. Here we go. We can upgrade certain things. Let's see what we're going to upgrade here. I think we're going to go... We don't need HP restoration, so... 30% speed? Yeah, we'll go speed. We'll go speed on all of them, I think. It's going to be, unless Guan Yu... Nope. No, his is a splash damage and attack range. So we'll do that. That's decent. Next wave. So here we go. Who are we facing it? I don't know if these bodies stay throughout the whole thing or if they disappear. That is fairly interesting. Some of the bodies ragdolling for some reason. I don't know what the hell that's all about. I'm going to go straight after the cavalry here. On the one side. Actually, it might be better to go after the units, because then the cavalry has to just cross all the way along. They have to waste their, Yeah, I think that might be better. I don't know. Some people would have said going after the cavalry makes sense, but there is another cavalry unit where I'm heading down towards, so... in this mode, we're on a hill, and they just kind of come at us, like, all around, surrounding. And when the generals just sweep into the units, single units, the whole entire unit is gone. Like, there's nothing else to say. Like, one charge here took out the entire unit. There was, like, 22 warriors left out of 180. So you can see like there's an OP in regards to the generals in this game. I and others from Guides are advocating for women spirit guides. Chose for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. To women spirit guides pertaining to those that mean spirit guides needed, the women spirit guides needed. Again, doing certain advocationals I've noticed as a psychic medium can help certain situations behind the scenes spiritually, and considering we're in front of the scenes and a lot of overlapping dimensions at times in regards to us, it gives us a certain kind of power in being able to do certain kind of actions, one of which I mean to do advocations, but there's like a wide range of other ones, like calling a good game. Like, look at that, one swipe of his glaive, and it's just half the unit gone, just totally, they just fly up in the air and gone. There's nothing else to say about it but that. I mean, that's pretty much it. Well, it's more than that, obviously. You can call it still. I'd have to call it, like, individual generals and what they're doing. Sometimes when they just go right through them, like, they take out, like, the entire line in front of them and they continue traveling right outside the unit. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that sort of happens. And yeah, it looks like the bodies stay in regards to... There's, like... I think there's, like, mini rounds in regards to something else as well, too. I think it's like 3 or 4 rounds, and then you upgrade again? I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. You upgrade off after the first round to a certain degree. But I think then it's like another 3 before you can upgrade, potentially. Oh, no, that's because of the point system. So each time you get a point, but some of the upgrades cost like 3 points, so you end up having to wait like 3 rounds to be able to get like a certain kind of unlock and buff. I wish there was like different ways you can like customize different weapons. Oh, that would be so cool, adding that sort of stuff to this kind of thing. And you can see like bodies on the grounds, even from last match where we had attacked, most of them on top of the hill next to that one tree, the solitary tree where we stand from. You can see one of my generals, a couple of my generals here hit a bit. But even the cavalry goes down fairly quickly. Like, they're pretty squishy in this. Yeah, right there. As soon as all 3 hit, one unit got like 10 units out of like 200 and someone or something like that. And others for Spirit Guides are advocating for what Spirit Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. To Spirit Guides pertaining to the anti-campsite Spirit Guides needed, and others for Spirit Guides Spirit Guides needed. And others for Spirit Guides are advocating for what Spirit Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. To Spirit Guides to be displayed where Spirit Guides needed, the moments Spirit Guides needed, the way Spirit Guides needed. And others for Spirit Guides are advocating for what Spirit Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. To Spirit Guides pertaining to Earth-based gangsters, and others for Spirit Guides that Spirit Guides needed, the way Spirit Guides needed. There we go. Okay, and it's like, why are you doing advocations in regards to gangsters? I'm like, I don't know. I think it's a decent. That's what I may feel. 35% ranged block chance. Yes, we'll apply that. Sun Sea. We also got crushing blows, speed and evasion. Oh, we're doing more speed. This guy's gonna be very, very quickly. He's gonna 55% speed bonus, and more speed over here. 25% and 10% melee evasion. Yeah. Select next wave. Wave 2. A wave summary. Yep. We're still fairly good on health, although Sun Sea has a bit of lost on its bit of lost health. A lot of. Alright, we're gonna go after these archers. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go after the archers. By the time the units reach us, it's not gonna be much at all. And we do have one general to attack this time. Lubu is going out with 11 units. So we got 11 units chasing after us, all from all sides. The one side that I went to south to the archers just to get rid of them. Yeah, and they just sweep in and the entire unit's gone already. Yeah. Not much to say. Well, it's fairly OP. The generals do a lot of damage in this. It's a game of survival, but they're fairly powerful. We're going to attack Lubu. We're going to see where we go from here. I will probably play a regular battle after this, see if we can last fairly long to a certain degree. And Lubu doesn't go down as quickly as some of the other units. You can see Guan Yu with his glaive. A bit more difficult to take out the horsemen, though, I've sort of discerned. And Lubu, though, is almost down, so they go down fairly quickly anyhow. I haven't used any of my specialty moves right now, so Seismic Slam does, like, this huge slam. Already, one of my generals is gone. That is not good. I did not expect that. That was fairly quick. You can see, like, the special powers we can, like, use, like, yeah, Seismic Slam just, like, does, like, a big slam into the ground. and like knocks all of them over. Yeah, there's clear path. That's a good one. Just knocks a bunch of them back. And this guy also has seismic slams. Do multiple damages. I and others from guides are advocating for clarifications in regards to what means per guys needed in regards to smart education, etc. Guides, what means per guys needed. And we're almost out of health here for Xu Chu, the champion. So we're gonna get him out. And he was just about to go down. But Guan Yu's good. But we did lose Sun Si, and it doesn't, like, I haven't seen him, like, replenish. Even after, like, a big, like, a certain amount of rounds, I thought maybe that he'd replenish, but he doesn't. So you end up having to last the game with only 2 champions, 2 generals now that one of them has been lost. And same if you lose 2, so you only get 1. I'm wondering what kind of waves spiritually are coming at us, and what sort of like guardians do we have in regards to some of these generals in this game mode. There's got to be some god stuff, isn't there? Yes, there is. Well, I'm glad. It really is decent. Sort of. That's kind of what I was thinking too. Causes terror. Yeah, so Sun Si is gone, and we'll have to do this with only 2 generals now. And I did not hit the HP buff. That was not a good move. No good. Oh, but it's a small wave, this one. Okay, so it's only 4 units. 3 units, and so Raider Cavalry coming at us. I want to see how much he takes out with 1 hit. So yeah, about... Whoa, that was actually a lot. About 17 units with 1 swing. Horsemen. As soon as you second like the second general in there, there's just nothing left. The units just kind of disperse. Let's see here, archers or fists. The bandit queen, medium axe infantry. They got bows on their backs, so they can fire if they want to. And wait from across the way, the other we got White Wave veterans, as well as the Yellow Turban warriors, and they're taking forever to get down here. So this unit's going to be fairly gone by the time they get here.
Run! Attack! Ready! Do not relent! Full attention! Steel yourselves! Attack! Double time! March quickly!
Oof.
Ready! Destroy them! Ready! To battle! Charge! Make ready! Stand ready! Prepare!
Alright, we're healed up,
Warriors!
so we'll be able to do the next wave here. And it looks to be about 7-8 units. Most of it melee infantry. Some rapid tiger infantry, got some White Wave veterans, giant infantry, scholar warriors. Do have some bowmen as well, crossbowmen. And saber infantry, yellow turban warriors, and fists the bandit queen. So we're going to go after the fists of the bandit queen first. They do have bows, I think. Yeah, fancy bows on their back. It's fairly interesting. Sorry about that, it's my phone going off. can see some of the units kind of venturing forth here as I refill my e-cigarette cartridge. I and others Women's Guides are advocating for what Mainsburg Guides needed for myself and others Women's Guides to advocate in regards to the e-cigarette teams that Mainsburg Guides need, as well as others Women's Guides need. There is spiritual teams in regards to our mundane actions to a certain degree, and they really do deserve praise in multiple kinds of ways. And I feel like it is. Saving people's lives in regards to certain kind of actions is hero work for some, but not for all. I mean, it's not always that. Sometimes it's just, sometimes it's just a job. There's nothing wrong with that.
Ready! Destroy them! Right! Attend! Do not relent! Attack!
Momentum. So one thing I've noticed, you can just send the generals off to like each unit, and they do this like crushing slam as soon as they hit them. You just keep moving. Like if you just keep moving, it really does lend, because then you have this like hobbling band of units after you, but they don't barely have any units with them, as you can see.
The time has come! Kill them! Kill them! Prepare!
Move! Get out of here!
Move, move! Double time! Unleash fury! Show no mercy! Hurry, move! Fight! To attention! Get ready! Destroy them! To battle! The time has come! Take heed, warriors! Charge!
I and others Women's Guides are advocating for what Mainsburg Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. Women's Guides pertaining to the Peacekeeperalex gaming streams. That for Mainsburg Guides needed, the Women's Guides needed. I and others Women's Guides are advocating for what Mainsburg Guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. Women's Guides pertaining to Mainsburg Guides, main camp, main Santa, etc. Women's Guides that Mainsburg Guides needed, the Women's Guides needed. Like do what Women's Guides needed regarding the Women's Guides needed.
At the ready! Full attention!
Next wave.
Heal yourselves!
So I'm going to go straight after Sun Quan, the commander. We also have Liu Bei coming up as well. Giant Infantry, Hidden Axes, People's War Band. Got some Yellow Turban Spearmen, got some Archers. I got some Saber Cavalry. You also have Rapid Tiger Infantry, White Wave Veterans, Chanters, and some Crossbow. So Sun Quan's almost dead. I'm going to send one of my other generals after Liu Bei.
Attend! The time has come! Unleash fury! Prepare! Show no mercy!
The enemy generals just fall down as we get attacked by some cavalry, so we're going to retreat.
Prepare! Kill them! Go, go,
Guan
go!
Yu ends up getting slammed.
March as a double! Faster! Take heed, warriors! Move up!
Guan Yu has the most health, so that is the better of it. I'm going to get him to be chased here.
Make ready! Charge! March as a double! To attention! Unleash fury! Faster! Do not relent! Make ready! Stand ready!
So Xu Chu has healed up now.
Fire!
Interesting. I don't know. I didn't know if maybe he has a buff when he goes down below certain... Wow. Killed like 150 units there.
Steel yourselves! Charge! At the ready!
There we go.
Kill them! The time has come!
Guan Yu has gotten the cavalry.
Ready! Ready! Right!
Yeah, these streams also upload, like, they also upload on certain platforms. There's certain kind of, like on Facebook, I think that is one of them as well.
Show no
There's
mercy.
also another kind of infrastructure. There's multiple. Twitch, it's on Twitch. There's also a bunch of other streaming sites too, and there's like 8 or 10. I think like 3 or 4 or 5 of them house a certain kind of copy that is online.
Make ready! Attack! Attend! At the ready! Charge! Prepare!
So 3 we got to spend here. 400% melee damage, armor piercing, 33% melee attack rate. I will go 50% melee resistance.
Seal yourselves!
And since Guan Yu is stronger, we're gonna go 200% melee splash damage, attack range, and 100% melee damage, armor piercing. Or we can go damage resistance as well. We can also heal him up, and that's a decent. But Xu Chu doesn't have too much health, so we're gonna have to be careful here.
No mercy! Full attention! Attend! Hurry, move!
Go, 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 go! Get out of there!
Stand ready! Unleash fury! The time has come! Make ready!
And there are 5 units. There's some horsemen coming at us from the south. We're just gonna go over here and see what he does. Yeah, he has quite a decent strike on him.
Stand ready! To battle! Fight! Take heed, warriors! Prepare! Right!
I know this one's guides are advocating for women's for guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. to women's guides pertaining to Sega and the Creative Assembly. The women's for guides needed.
Make ready! Destroy them! The time has come! To battle! Steel yourselves!
They almost got Xu Chu. He is almost down.
Do not
But there's
relent.
only a couple units left. Just hold off. Yeah, he's able to survive. So we'll hit the heal button on him, and I think we'll just save that. Oh, whoops.
Steel
No.
yourselves!
Both are going to be healing. Yep, both are healing.
Take heed, warriors!
Next wave.
China!
Alright, so this is going to be interesting. 10 units. 10 units trying to come at us, and we're just going to straight up charge against the saber infantry. Medium sword infantry. Ooh, that is a lot. Yep. He took about 100 units. 100 units, one swing.
Ready! Kill them! Stand ready! Fight!
Peasant cavalry? What the hell? Peasant raiders? What do these guys look like?
Who? Attention! Stand ready! Attack!
Attend!
Ready! Prepare!
Peasant raiders, they kind of look, they don't really look like, they
At
didn't
the ready!
look too much like peasants, but they're wearing plain
Who?
clothing.
Attention!
I was just wondering if they looked,
Run! Move!
they're
Right!
wearing like they had some like pitchforks or something, I don't know. They had spears, I think. Good stuff.
Show
Just
no
think of the word
mercy.
raiders, though. It's really cool. Nice. Some freaking spearmen trying to attack Guan Yu. As soon as he charged through and took most of them out, they turned around and tried to charge him. And then Xu Chu, the other general, just smoked him from
Take heed,
behind.
Warriors! Make ready! Run, run! Move, move! Hurry, move! Go, go, go!
And others from guides are advocating for the stream teams that means guys need in regards to smart application etc. to guys to receive the resources and support that means for guys need the women just needed. Just as we charge around more melee infantry, and Guan Yu doesn't do much of anything. He just, the first general did, but
Steal yourself!
that second charge into crap.
Attend!
Actually, he's just going to charge right out of here because he did so bad. He's going to try and attack the other guys,
Destroy them!
axemen that are trying to kill him. Keep moving.
Who? Attention!
And keep sending them forth.
Unleash fury! Do not relent! Stand ready! Faster!
And of course, the other general's kind of following up behind him, kind of cleaning up.
March at the double! Kill them!
Ooh.
At the ready!
Use one of the buffs to sort of attack the lead chargers right behind Guan Yu. It looked really satisfying.
Ready!
Just mountains of guys falling over, but specifically like the lead guy in the unit that was charging at him, that was like right in front of the other ones, he got knocked down too, and it kind of just added to it.
Charge!
The time has come!
I know those forms of guides are advocating for what it means for guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart application, etc. Forms of guides pertaining to communication and others for means for guides what means for guides needed meant for belief to be defended what means for guides needed and to receive what means for guides needed in regards to smart application, etc. Forms of guides what means for guides needed. We have the curse breakers that means guys need to receive what means guys needed in regards to smart application, etc. What means guys what means for guys needed.
The time has come!
What can we do here with this one thing? Oh, we can heal up. I think we'll play it. Let's play it a little bit risky.
Ahead with speed!
You can see units all over the map. Yes, yes you can. Yeah, every single round you can still see the units from last round, except until it hits, I think, a certain point. Or maybe not, because is this the same group from the beginning? It might be. That might be so, I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep checking each round if we continue going here, because there is bunches of men just everywhere, so it might have been.
Ready? Show fury! Stand ready!
There's a certain interval that comes around every like 3 or 4 rounds. We'll see if that interval
At the ready!
cleans the battlefield.
Run, run!
There is. There's probably spiritual things in regards to where you can clean up
Who?
like
Attention!
certain kind of grave diggers and a bunch of other things too. I think it's actually like there's one in regards to a certain kind of cleanup game, and I forget what it's called. But it's really cool.
Take heed, warriors!
They had one for
The time
a
has come! Go, go, go!
couple of the games that I have.
Double time! Move out quickly!
Didn't fully try it, but it looks amazing.
Ready!
Destroy them!
Ready!
So we have Gong Sun Zan causing problematics here.
Unleash fury!
Sort of attacking Guan Yu, and he doesn't really have his half health. But Xu Chu is getting swamped, and he doesn't have his buffs right now. So, interesting stuff. Just as he leaves, he gets it, and boom. Look at that. Crunch. The bones crunching.
Ready!
A lot of the enemy generals, though, attacked.
Move!
Got low health. Zhu Liang and the other guy, low health from Xu Chu. And Guan Yu is about to go down here. Guan Yu is about to go down. Yeah, he's about
Do
to
not relent.
fall in battle, good sir.
Stand ready.
And we did get out. He did get out in time, but Gongsun Zan, he still fairly...
Take heed, warriors! Attack! Charge! Run! Run! Attack!
Xuchu's going to go down too. I think this is going to be our last round here,
Show no
as
mercy!
our generals are fairly looking... There it is. Xuchu is down, and Guan Yu is almost there too. And he's got like a mountain of people after him. Yep, Guan Yu's gone. But right over there, a lot of units. 187,363 was the score. We reached wave 9. Let's end battle. Yeah, Sun Tzu killed fairly early, 902 kills. Xuchu got 3,846. Guan Yu edges him out with 3,867. 21 more kills. Yeah, Dynasty mode rocks. Good stuff. We're gonna do a new one here. We're gonna just do a quick battle. Three Kingdoms, Process. No, we don't have the premium content yet, but we will eventually. Nope, not the multiplayer. Well, I would love to see if we can do a multiplayer here. See what that turns into. All right, fine. That would be fairly fun. But I'm gonna do a. No, not a new campaign. I just want a new battle. There we go. Custom battle. You should have done historical. That would have been better. Maybe. It probably would have been. I'm going to start with this. We're going to see what we can do here. Again, it's going to be a Dian Wei against Sun Jian. 5,826 for Dian Wei. And 6,306 from Sun Jian. It's going to be Battle of Chengdu, Armor Craftsman. I love how they named some of the what the smaller regional settlements are. Settlements are. Just an armor craftsman. That's all. Humble in approach. So we're gonna move past this this mountain. I think that mountain range. No, this forest. We're gonna move past this forest. We're just gonna move forward with our Malay infantry. So we got a lot of stuff here. A lot of different Malay. We got Zuru Dragons, 2 units. 2 units Zhongguan infantry, heavy glaive. Protectors of Heaven, again 2 units, heavy glaive as well. We got 6 generals. Dian Wei, Xuchu, Guan Yu, Zhang Jiang, Zhang Yang, and as well as Sohao Dun. I'm just going to charge them into the this white Tiger Guard heavy sword infantry from the enemy, and I'm going to see what happens here. I just want to see what it looks like. And they started running away. They didn't even charge at him. Oh, wait. Well, they kind of settled into a stance. And if you get all 6 generals, it's nowhere near the amount of damage that it does with just 1 general swing in a Dynasty mode. Still does a decent amount. Took out, like, 30... almost 30 units right off the go, and then I gotta get them out of there because they're getting a little bit edgy, a little bit antsy. I do have some horsemen that's getting charged here by the general on the right flank. These are heavy tiger and leopard cavalry. We also have, I think, another one that's a little bit different. Yeah, just tiger and leopard cavalry, but these cavalry really do rock. The enemy's just kind of retreating here because of that charge that I did. I ended up... Oh, but then I'm getting sideswiped by glaive infantry. No, medium sword infantry, Jian sword guards. I do have a lot of archer militia. I have, like... Well, archers. Not archer militia, but a lot of archers. I have 5 archer militias, 2 Lankai... 4 Lankai, 6 Lankai archers. And then 1 more archer militia as well too. So we do have a lot of archers, and the right flank's trying to hold it, but there is a lot of enemies hitting the right flank right now. So I need to maneuver my horsemen from the left flank and get them to cover those archers, because that's not going to happen. I'm trying to shift my archer fire here because they're just sort of breaking through on the right flank. All along the line, there's a front line here, and there is all engagement in regards to, except for 1 spearman infantry in the middle. I'm going to send him up, try and do a little bit of a maneuver on the right side of some of the infantry that's trying to break through that front line. Just kind of hit him right on the flank. Get a little bit of decent of that, and then we can move this. We have a lot of archers firing upon some units here on the right flank. The enemy cav has gotten through on the right side. We're going to be able to meet them with other cav infantry. See these, and a lot of archer fire just coming in here. Ooh, a little bit shaky. A little bit shaky. We can throw this on, we can throw it on slow motion. Let's see what it looks like then. There we go. You can just see a rain of arrows hitting that heavy cav and retreating. He's just decided that that was enough, and I'm not going to be going there again. The archers, because we got a lot of archers hitting that right flank, trying to hold them back. Now we've kind of created a second barrier, even though that first front line that's right in front of that second barrier is about to fold. There's like a couple spearmen, hidden spears, another hidden spears units, three hidden spears units, two of them retreating. And right behind on that second barrier we have heavy glaive and bow infantry, Azure dragons, and the heavy tiger and leopard cavalry. Oh, I had others from guides are advocating for what means for guides chose for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. Performance guides, and we're discussing, and of course. Right over here in the back, you can see my generals fairly well. They have a lot of... They're fairly well off, actually. I thought they would be worse off, but they got high health, and they're taking on, like, four of the enemy units that ended up staying behind. So I'm wondering what that's going to look like, if that's going to be the better of the way to do it. I think maybe sending in one of the generals over to the left flank on my side might be better. There's a heavy group there working slowly on that left flank. You can see like just this area where there's a lot of bodies on the ground and just a small thin line. One of my units trying to hold back, axe infantry, you got spear infantry, you got a bunch of different units stacked up. Again, that right flank pretty much gone now. We were able to hold back on it. The archers were able to do their job. A couple units on the right flank, not doing too much. But our cav kind of sitting over there saying, hey, maybe you want to send some bow, some arrows this way to save us. That would be good. And of course, I think I'm going to shift this arrow fire right on that left flank. Get him over here. Get him moving, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe I can just hit him from here. That might be better. And there is two of my generals heading towards that left flank as well, so it's going to be working well. With two generals in the mix and archer fire hitting that left flank, it's going to be fairly decent. I said the women's brigade. It's indicated regarding. I went with women's brigade. The women's brigade. I'm actually going to send forth this spearman. Right in the middle. There's a middle spearman. What the hell is the White Plume Guard? White Plume Guard, this is what's so awesome about this unit. They are in melee combat, and some of them are still firing their bows. That is a really cool engagement, because right on their front line, they got spears kind of just attacking some units, but they're still rapidly firing on cavalry right behind the enemy lines, trying to attack some of my spearmen that was maneuvering. Nonetheless, that spearman unit that I moved, trying to do some damage, so that is really cool. And they're looking like they're able to handle themselves fairly well too. The Plume White Guard heavy spear infantry, and they're taking on White Tiger Guard heavy sword infantry, as well as the Gian Sword Guard's medium sword. And my bowmen are starting to hit that left side with my generals right in the mix, kind of cleaving their way in there. It really works well when you got a lot of archer units firing down upon an enemy unit that's engaged with the general. Not too much friendly fire can happen in regards to the bows. I don't think they're not going to be too much. I mean, unless your general has low health. So we're going to do some frontline shots here. A lot of different melee engagements. Again, their right flank looking like they're strengthened again, moving inwards. Some of my troops kind of folding, so reminiscent of that right flank getting around, almost considering this to be the right flank, that sort of thing. As per my units sort of folding away here and backing off. We're gonna have to... Still got a lot of archers, able to do a lot there with that, but not going to be able to save us, I don't think. And there is enemy cav now in the vicinity of those archers. And enemy generals as well too, but one of them sort of folding away. And my general's sort of just moving here, trying to get to the right flank, trying to provide assistance in regards to those heavy tiger and leopard cavalry. Some of the spearmen as well too, hidden spears. Others right next to it too, another 2 spear units, sort of trying to provide cover and support. So it's looking like the battle's turning in the enemy's favor here. We got 3,200, but they got 4,200, so they got more than us. We were able to get our generals into the mix here and sort of draw some of the enemy generals to a certain degree. If we hit the general... So we got some challenges issuing here, trying to get some duels going here, see if we can win some of them. We do have some duels happening. We are able to find some good matches. Supposedly. It leaves 3 of our generals free to be able to run roam and do things. That might change the flavor of the battle here. The left flank's actually looking fairly better, or at least it did until I looked right off to the left. Another 3 enemy units. And with my 1 unit, 30 Protectors of Heaven, Heavy Glaive, just trying to hold back this 3 unit Vanguard. It's kind of pushing right off to the left there, right behind my front line that's trying to hold off. And if they sweep behind, that's going to be the end of that. I might have to maneuver one of these units. This Spearman actually fairly... Again, that White Plume Guard running out of... probably running out of arrows. Yep, they're out of arrows, that is true. Again, we have 3 general duels happening right now as well, too. I thought that might be the best way to get a hold of some of the enemy generals, to be able to put them down. And considering they have fairly high health, the enemy does not have fairly high health, actually. Some of their enemy generals are fairly depleted. One of them already retreated, and another one, Han Shui, is down a third of health, if not more. But Sun Jian does have high health. The other 3 in the... she does... fairly even in regards to this battle here. Zheng Jiang against Huang Zong. I'm gonna put this on regular speed now.
Amazing that you can both talk and battle.
I know those French guides are advocating for women's spur guides. Show us to advocate in regards to those women's guides needed. The women's guides needed.
Our men flee the battlefield. Arrow! Draw your weapon. The time has come. Stand ready. Faster. Strike.
So our generals here, all 3 looking like they're... Oh shit, I clicked the runaway button. Not good. He was so close to beating him.
But not today.
The enemy general falls.
The enemy general has fallen, though. Not good. One of them has fallen, but one of them got away, and he barely has any health. Sentinel. I'm going to send one of my other generals after him. Actually, I'm going to send Guan Yu right after him, because he's right there. So Guan Yu will take it. So that is not that guy's fault. Zhang Yan, no way. He did really well. I hit the ran away button by accident. My bad.
Oh, what a shame.
But the enemy general's falling here. There's one more left. We may still win this. Again, 1,800 to 3,200. It's still a possibility. We're just holding on. Again, 3-4 pockets of a lot of enemy units taking on allied units, but our archers still got a lot of ammunition, and they're still hitting hard on it. It's like a last stand for some of my units here. Chances of making it out of this one are getting slimmer by the second. I'm going to hit the left flank with the remaining archers. Three of my generals just sitting there doing nothing. And I'm going to send them leftwards. Because again, there's just this last sort of stronghold of Zongyun infantry, these glaive infantry over on the left flank. It's getting charged, but now they're getting reinforced by those bowmen. Decent bowmen, yeah, like high archers, medium bow infantry, light bow infantry. So they did get there to hold that line. See the archers trying to hold them. There's some glaive infantry though in the rears of those archers. That's, I think, there's an enemy. No, there is. Glaives. They're retreating already. There's a mass retreat in those archers already happening, leaving 3 generals on the field for our side. They're not going to be able to do too much, I don't think. Move over to the left side. I know there's forms of guides are advocating for what means for guides show us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. Forms of guides pertaining to the gaming communities that means just needed, the way means just needed. Alright, so that would be it. It just kind of cold crashed on me here, so I think that's where we're going to leave it off. I don't think I was going to win that one anyhow to a certain degree, so I am advocating for a resolution regarding the ways and means guys needed pertaining to what means just needed. I and others for Minster Guides are advocating for what Minster Guides needed for us to advocate in regards to smart education, etc. for Minster Guides pertaining to the best possible advocations that myself and others for Minster Guides could have done in regards to smart education, etc. for Minster Guides, the way Minster Guides needed.